Let's talk about deleting suppressed features. So let's assume for a second that we had an automation come in and suppress these screws that are here. So I'm going to suppress those. Let's also assume that it also suppressed this screen and also any children that were associated with this. If we want to get rid of those models from the design, and this is typically something that's done within overloaded processes and those automations, those types of automations. So we can actually come in and say, delete suppressed. There's a table variation on this command, which we do recommend you take a look at. But by default, it's going to take the active model, and you can also query other models that are in session that have suppressed geometry too. So it is a very powerful function. If I just run this as it is right now, you'll notice that it did in fact remove those items from the assembly that were suppressed. So if we come back in and let's take this base box here. Let's suppress this assembly right here. And then let's go to the other speaker assembly, the speaker assembly that's in session here. And let's just for giggles, let's go suppress the, let's do the grill and suppress that and any children that are there. So now we've got two different models that are in session, and I'm going to leave these in session. So we're just going to actually modify this by using star.asm. So any what this is basically saying is that any assembly that's in session, I want to go through and delete suppressed feature or geometry for. So let's go ahead and run this, and you'll notice that when we open this back up in session, that we do not have our speaker assembly there. And we can also see on our other model here that we are missing the components that we suppressed in there too. So it is a very powerful feature, very powerful command. Let me erase memory. I want to show you one more thing you can do with this. So another nifty thing you can do is let's take a look at, let's say this front plate here. So the chamfer, the round, the chamfer's on the outside here. So let's go in and suppress the geometry that's here. And we'll do the same thing here also. So this is actually on a part right now. And we'll suppress this also. So if we wanted to say delete suppressed, I'm just going to take this for the active model that is currently here. And when we run this, you'll notice that it'll also work for features on parts as well as components within an assembly too. So quite a handy piece of functionality here, very, very powerful. And you could run this generically also. So if we said star.star and did that for any model that was in session, it would go through assemblies and parts and look for anything that was suppressed, either components within assemblies or subassemblies or features that are in models, and delete them.